Live stream coming off a great weekend. We had our Freedom Muay Thai. They went up to Nashville and competed. Had a great time up there. We had our Rocket City Revolution BJJ team compete over at UAH. Wonderful time there. Everybody did really well. So just another Monday stream. We're gonna kind of go over some stuff here. First one we're going to go over is going to be wrestling. We'll kind of look back at Webster Martial Arts over there. And then we'll kind of go around and do like we normally do and get some other stuff. So, without further ado, I'll get it situated. Wrestling is starting up about 6, so they're just getting ready right now. Hey there, how you doing, girl?
Hey, good. How are
Turn! Down to 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Switch out.
You be carrying all the sandbags.
Huh?
You gonna be carrying all the sandbags.
Turn!
You're right. You'll see that. It's like perfect.
What up, Killers?
Hey, Lily.
Yeah, he actually should have. I mean, yeah, I do it all the time. Yeah, it's not a problem. Yeah, you get like a 30
Under Armour is not going to be horrible, is it?
No.
Can I stay?
No brand.
Oh.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll see.
All right. I see.
What up, everybody? Get on our dots right now.
Yeah, I got to invest in some of them after this if I can.
Yeah, it's all good. Whenever, it's no rush. Mostly those, I'm gonna be honest, on average adult. My concern is only because of
So how does it work? How many fans? Once a week, twice a week? We also have 2 Thursday morning.
So what's the
Jiu-jitsu.
So that'll be jujitsu.
Kids jiu-jitsu. Yeah. I think they only have a kids jiu-jitsu or no or kids eat jiu-jitsu.
Brown belt is usually like
Right under black.
right under black.
Yep. Yeah, that's about it.
Outside. Extremely slow jog. Three lines for me, everybody.
So, I want to do one day, 5 o'clock, yeah, they would be. So second, so I had. But I went to BJJ as well. I would take half five, that'd be quick. But my create would be full five, and then a half five.
Very good job, everything, but instead of your hand hitting on that,
So you won't play it there, you'll play it. So there are two different, okay. Yeah. So the 149 for this one, they can't put that. Okay. What information? Nothing on that, or email address.
all the way on the head.
Size, and you already know what yeah. What,
Very good, all right. Use those hands there. It's your feet. Put it up for yeah. Keep that balance, girl. Big stingers. Big stingers to the roof. No.
So it'll allow you to actually see if I go here, you won't have any power. Does that make sense? Yeah, just that small detail right there. So go here, what's on his if you're still feeling disabled, then I'll take your elbow and we'll squeeze in here. And you almost like so same thing with if you want to do the strong stance and everything, you have to use that hand.
All right, wherever you are, go ahead and swap partners and go back.
Well, I'm not going to hold you up. You can rest on stuff Bring it back to me. Whoever brings it back to me. Now, finish the ball around Thomas's hair, around and are you grabbing the elbow? Where I want. Is it like an
Set it right over here, but somebody put it right here. Hey guys, I'm going to pan us around a little bit and we're going to look at some other stuff here. I'm going to go up top and we'll look at, oh sorry, I wish I could zoom this thing in. I'm going to get, that's just a little bit of Krav Maga going on right here. And then up here is one of the Webster martial arts classes going on, one of the kids' classes. Then I'll come back around and spin us around. We'll look over here on the other mat and we'll look at the kids' jiu-jitsu, a little bit of that. Try to get a little bit of smattering of everything like we normally do. Yeah, that's good.
Everyone likes what I teach. around, guys. Just cut corners. Get good.
High knees. Dog it out. Your hips should face you. Alright. Now pull that elbow real high. Yep. Now scoop your head. Now I want you to walk through your legs. Now if you're being lazy with your strings, keep going to get out. Right here. Bottom of her chin.
Switch. Last round.
Thank you. I was too. My toes.
And time. Check out.
All the way down. Let's try your best.
There we go.
You kind of knee slide under, depending on his scale. So I want to go over a couple. I know we've already going over some knee picks here. So he's going to be giving you the all your to make sure when you're wrapping your head goes all the way up. As I go to the position here, I'm stepping all the way under. Step. If he pulls this back, look how off balance he is. I know that's a foreign thing. All I gotta do is push this leg back here. I can grab the ankle. My head's gonna be on the inside. I'm like,
Okay,
up
if
here
you,
is
especially
where
if you
we
don't have
go.
classes, go for it. Just bow me out.
I don't like reaching. After he's pulled this leg back here, I don't like reaching up here. He's too strong. So I like reaching here before I push the leg back.
That's wrestling. Probably on TikTok. This is
I like getting here where my I like taking the outside step back in. Boom, we are in I like, when I shoot the I like making sure my head, my forehead, and
Jack Knight, where you start with your body.
my forehead right down here.
Okay, there we go.
I can switch it to an inside, or I can switch it to an outside. With my forehead here, just like
Like where you're here, you keep your leg up, try to keep covered. Raise your
I'm not telling you like, you're not shoving. You're putting your hands against their chin and like your arms.
yeah. Your horse will also talk up here.
Trying.
anything like that, you want to do.
As long as the big thing is, the only way to is getting them to that. So, if we're just standing, we're not just trying to mark off, we're just still here.
Really side, we'll do side punches. So if I do each other. Side punches, give it like this, or side should be on the ground,
All I gotta do is hold it.
just 5 seconds, you can go 1 second. It's a bit.
I keep walking back.
Try to keep one on top of the other. 1,
You see, I just hold it there for what I'm
side punches, try to keep the body on the ground.
So when by the time that I pop this up,
And you don't have to hold it. It's where you do it on your own time. Just so you know this foot. I think it is easy, but you don't have to do it. Go, you ready? He started looking over this one.
so like say let's look at orders.
Imagine,
I have a couple of
imagine you did.
on the bottom, or this knee foot grip this way, where your forefingers grip on the inside of your elbow, or forefinger grips on the outside of your elbow. So either put, use it like a frame or put it under the keeping right here. In the back of my head, this hand, the hip, on his chest, so I can help pull my forehead in. Then I push my knee down. Yeah. So I know I just taught those where we're getting double penetration step all the way here. That's going to be a little voided because we're going to make that minor adjustment of going here and holding this his elbow, top down. Once I get it back to this knee, now I'm showing myself my knee go down. But it doesn't have to be
These are also two. Grab yourself a partner around your side.
You made me get the elbow between my head and the shoulders on the floor.
And then once you got your partners, go ahead and line up in the black down here. Every time
So, same thing that I was doing, but it's just double take when I'm thinking about it. As it goes in, you pull all my legs back on the waist. I like pulling my right leg back down the waist. So, if I can stagger stance and make sure I'm pulling my legs back. Now it's kind of now I made it. Bring it off back. I got it. It's not necessarily like
Yeah.
Reset. Anyone up there? One last round. It didn't help though. Like 3 of them immediately got to the corner. Three going up. Oh, Jalen got you. Oh.
Bro, you did this.
All right, this is taking
Oh my gosh.
Good job, everybody.
I felt bad.
Let's get
It's so good.
all right, everybody.
Outside. Outside. Regular dog.
And then after that, climb back up and then I'll spread y'all out.
Two lines, two lines. Make them even. And listen, we'll take 4, and I want 15 on y'all, okay? Push up, make sure we're counting together.
just because we are going to be doing it. Okay. We're going to be doing content. This is a complicated content. You do not do something today that is really fun, but it's really fun, and I think that no one does it. I've only seen like 5 people that do it. I love how we have it because everyone has to touch one of it, right?
Right, because when I come back to get it, I have to come back.
So I know something when we taught classes a while ago, I taught the classes a while ago.
Already set.
People try to do silly things. So yeah, here, the way to do it is bringing them together into your right hand. Bring your feet together. And since this is a Japanese cut, we will turn our toes out. Japanese Western claws are supposed to be so to be clear, not all classes
Yeah, let's go to work.
not all classes do you treat them. Only the ones that do. So if I do a bunch of cuttings, you probably turn my toes out. Everyone say, hold on your toe. From there, you bring them back with both hands. Showing your weight right. Here, what I want you to do, bring it to your right hip and you step back into your right leg into a front stance. Sweep your toes and then bring it over down here. I'm going to show how your ears are crossed. What you're doing is this is walk. Whereas walk, this would be keep up on this one. Typically keep on the first move, or stay. Alright, so remember to stay crossed. Let me guess. Bring it to your hip again. And you start. Now we're start over.
Don't stand there. Yes.
So the first one is long, second one is short, the slides are down long. Except your back leg is always the one.
Nice. Good ball. Good shot. Nice. Good job. That was nice.
I'm guessing myself. I'm guessing video.
That was when I come and feel like this.
I'm now putting it down
Yes. Good shot. All right, get back to your spot. I wasn't correct. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I was so let's do it again. From here to your right hip. Bring your right leg back. Sweeping across. Bring it to your hips. Hip start. There. We're going to approach here. Watch
our left and back. Keep around, stretch. So we're absolutely. Start the game, onto the right hip, right leg goes back. Like your right side shoulder proper should be forward. So it's like right forward. Chair on the left hip, back foot moves all the way around. Step stroke. Technique is wrong. Yep. Everyone is correct. Everyone is structural all the way. Right hand comes in the middle. From there, you're going to prepare on the right leg. Right leg moves back. Sweep across. So we're going to start over. So it's like, keep your volume. It is. It's like the first 3 phases.
Let's go ahead and just do more of those.
Exactly.
Your partner.
It's like here. I know it's weird. I know. That's why it's an advanced class. The more advanced you get, the weirder it gets. You're
Oh, good recovery rate. Laser point together. Good job. That was good. That was really thought.
all right.
Not good.
Put it on the right leg. Right leg back. Step right. The easiest we do your cross. Left hip, left leg back. Sweep. Back now. Right hip. Right leg back. Now we're going to do like our 3 punches down the middle. So I'm going to back. We're going to bring it down. 2, 3, hip, heel. Now up till there is the easy part of the class. After that, some of you are going to get lost. Some of you are not going to understand what's going on anymore. That's how you're not going to understand. And you know, let's practice this beginning part. We're going to practice this again together. And then we'll go on your own. To the right head. Right leg back. Other leg back. Oh, that's terrible. Cross. Left foot strike. Right hip. Cross. 3 strike. 1, 2, yeah. Everyone wants to practice out your heart. You can go on and do it together. Have a look at it. All right, let's practice it.
Both shoulders. Or one shoulder.
It's just, this is how I
Get it, Webb. There you go. They went the same thing.
Okay, so we're starting from here. Right hip. All right, like that. Chris. Like squeeze. Squeeze. Strike. Hip. Cross. 3 strikes. 1, 2. Yeah. Chris. From there, I just want everyone to walk, okay? And I'm going to mess this up. So I'm going to give you strikes. Go from here, right? Strike. Go. Right? And move back here, right? Back here.
Body stance, Wesley.
Do you know how many hands? Same idea. We're turning behind our shoulder. First move.
We are in level 1, we talked about that attack that comes from the side, right? This is the blind side. It wasn't something that
Down. Over your shoulder. Okay, there is a little bit of movement in there, but that just breaks your brain. Don't worry about it.
the way that our side kicks are goes in at this up here, here. But if you think about what we just learned, right? I can still send back.
All right, so one more time, then turn.
That neutral side position that we always do in our send it out, it could be.
At least 2 about loosening your muscles. If you have a bad shoulder, be careful. If not, if you so this whole bottom is I was trying to all right, so let's do those 3 moves together. Real quick. On the right shoulder. Down. Over the shoulder. Big sweep. Down to the leg. And then what I call a helicopter. And then drop it and kick. Okay, we're going to do just that sequence again. Now, do you understand my sequence? It's a lot. Well, someone does it fast, you're ready to break. Trying to think of steps that I can describe. I think they want this side a figure. But you each part of it and so how are you going to think of it? We touch both sides. Yeah, if you're drawing everything you do is just indicate that. This is the leg, I mean, the big side. This is the leg. together one more time. And we're start to do it together. And then if y'all want to practice, we'll do that for you. On your own. Okay. So, from the beginning, right there. Take the back leg cross. Step strike. Right leg cross. 3 steps to strike. 1, 2, go! 10 steps back. From there, our what's going to be our back leg is going to snap. We're going to shift to our right leg. Now we're going to grab this slowly again. So, down, up to the shoulder, big swing forward, down back. Drop. If that is as far as you want to go, you don't have to stop. But if you want to learn it, feel free. Let's go ahead and y'all break off on your own. Again, you don't have to do that if that's too confusing. Y'all want to help each other, that's also fine. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Whoever looks going to be your back leg. So I am getting into that too. Back leg. Yep. This one feels right to me. I don't know. Yeah, seriously. The way he kind of is here. Oh yeah, that's one thing. If you're more advanced, whenever you're doing this chakra process, if your hand is not on the chakra, it should be in your hand. Now, that's just like, if you're more advanced, like red belt, if this is one, anytime you're talking about these things, just don't worry about where your hand is. It's okay. So like, just keep that in mind as you want to do that. I'll just show y'all how to do this. Alright, we'll skip doing it from the start. I think y'all got it. Behind your right shoulder, right leg should be back. Really just start together. Do it down. Shoulder. Big swing. Leg. Now, back foot. You're now facing this way. Your left leg should be back. This is another complicated sequence. It's next probably gets each side like the other. Your top hand is going to drop, and your bottom hand is going to swing it up. Not stepping forward. Everyone try to step forward. Swing up. Right leg. Swing up. Down. Big swing, but in the opposite direction. Behind the shoulder. And that's it. So not actually not behind the
Oh, I
shoulder.
know, 100%. Yeah. And then once you know, once you want the rest, there was like the
All leg. Okay, we'll do that again. So this is the start of the leg. The other side, he will say, is kind of like an X. Like you're trying to make it. I see it. Alright, so behind the right shoulder, back to the practice that for a little bit, and then we will all finish out the water, and then it goes great.
usually we have like class like 8 to 14 hours. This is dispersed. So that's the one. Yeah, allow you to help. Yes, sir. Okay. You were too high. Not that amount.
I promise. You're just going from side to side. Okay, so like, once I give you the one, just one, two, three. Counting at you. After you do that whole thing. It's not whole All right, for those of you who are ready to move on, you can Front leg, big swing. Up and down. Up, down. Big swing. Up. But catch it. Alright, so we go to the next part right now. You're gonna turn, and your back leg is gonna turn to be your back leg this way too. How about left leg back, over your left shoulder. Right hand and right. Step forward, behind your right arm. Three, we can kick someone in the face, grabbing, pulling back. Here, kick someone in the face. That's the end of the sequence going this way. There is one more thing, but I'm going to let those of you are looking for us to get that, practice what you are able to, and then we're going to use our posture and watch it. Okay, I'm going. Go. I love this. I love that. It's so fun. There's easier ways to cut. So it's like, when I get low. Because you're in the corner. Yes. Everyone do for one time around the shrug area, and then we're going all the way through. Sorry.
Granted, one class was throwing balls there, so we got it.
You can find this kata. Spelled Oh, you can say Just kidding. Right? No. Right, I like backwards. Down, up, down, big sweep, to the shoulder. Back leg, coming the back leg this way. One, two. Step forward, behind, triangle, and one, two, three, step forward, one, three, yes! Now I will. Gonna bring it back behind here. Right. Same thing other side. Big snap, 2 figure eight. I'm gonna catch it above my head like a tie ball. Bring it to the hip. I'm gonna go. Okay, once I take it in. Extra step. Once I take it. Other side here. Deep breath. Yeah, wait, you're so close to me. Line up when you're done. Again, you can look it up on YouTube. It's called Switch Up. In the my style of running that I originally got my black belt of tried martial arts system, it is a around a block. So you grab pack grab some muscle pounds. Even if you don't remember it. Let's go. Nice and strong.
We got 5 minutes. We're gonna do rolling technique. You're gonna find a marker.
I'll see you tomorrow or Wednesday.
I'm gonna try and be here tomorrow. We'll see what happens. My dad did not pull the chicken like he was supposed to, so might need to. I don't know.
Sorry about your chicken though. So sorry about your chicken.
It was so sweet. I'm like, why couldn't it have been Big Butt Tossy Birdie? Like a little jerk face.
Never the bad ones.
It's never the mean ones. It's always the sweet ones. Poor little runt sunflower. And then now it's Quill. And I'm like, oh my goodness. The cutest one. But like, I know it'll happen eventually.
It's time to go out and face the world.
Knees on the mat. You gotta look up. You gotta big chest here. And yep, just like that. Roll molly.
What is that? Stop. Yeah. It's been that long? Congratulations.
I was probably short.
I don't know what that means.
Grab the partner. Grab the partner. Start in guard. Close guard. Bring him on.
Hey, brother. I didn't see you over here.
Alright, first on the bottom. Keep him in guard. Person on top. Pass the guard. 1 minute. 1 minute. Go.
Low 10% HP. You kill him and you get.
An accident. I'm so used to doing it.
So, hey mate, need someone to hold targets?
Step over. Oh scary.
Over here, all my friends.
We've all been there.
Just gotta keep certain passes. What's that new deodorant I'm wearing? Ass. Time, swap, world. Hold on, swap.
Well, I know he just got back from a terrible. Swear to God. Swear to God, he like went somewhere from a bear hunt. I have no idea.
All right, grab a new partner. Here you Nitro.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. Well, that's great.
At the bottom, get out. On top, hold them. Go.
Don't you dare!
That goes over there. Listen to that one. I'm so confused.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, we're doing a bear hunt.
Third man waiting.
I'm really not.
I was making sure because I thought I had one, but I did not.
I'm trying to do some middle of things where we and I can't figure out how to do it. It's like you go into a handstand and you lower down, you put your chest first and kind of work. Yeah, so
Told you I would.
Woo! Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Get off, get off.
Hey, man.
All right.
No.
What are we doing? was thinking we're starting like this. Yeah.
Go!
Good if we get you. And then we switch. So this is the Dark up, Rick. Now we go. Now I can find my mouse. Ready, set, go. Nope. No, 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 no. Everybody grab some water. Yeah. Well. Yeah, because I've seen it before with people like this. Over here. What have yourself? Yep. Appreciate it.
You want to have it on top side. Whatever side facing up. Twinsies.
So like, you're doing it in your here? You want to be It takes simply. This is what I used to do when I was bored.
My revolution.
All right.
But all the ones that you've done.
It's not very hard.
Here, really good. It's a pretty awesome weekend. Really good. A lot of good stuff. Some good challenges. Some good things that people overcame. And I can tell you, I can be so proud of those kids at that Starlight birthday party I was at on Friday. That man, they had a good time. They got a candle. I really did go to a 7-year-old Star Wars. But for you guys that y'all would actually care about, Saturday, of course, we had a good fight at the tournament. It was amazing. All the kids ended up taking second overall in kids and teams. I don't think we had less than silver basics. I mean, we basically lost out on taking first by maybe 2 goals, 3 goals, something like that. And it went to our friends over at Arsenal. So, you know, at least it went to some good friends. They put up some good matches, all that good stuff. And of course, for the adults, everybody competed, raise your hand. Everybody did amazing. I think Caleb's going to show he had like 20 matches. He fought both purple and brown, and just like I mean, you were looking at the list, it was like, all right, Caleb's up, and then Caleb's up, and then Caleb's up. Oh, here's Peyton, and then Caleb's up, then Caleb's up, then Caleb's up. Oh, here's Millie, then Caleb's up. And it was just nonstop, like all day. Like, he was still walking better than most, like, you know, me or Stallions, this old men that had been standing around all day. Alex did great, did wonderful again. Peyton and Millie, Max, everybody just did. Garrett, who else? Jason. It was a show, and it was great. It was a lot of fun, good time. Like I said, a lot of just laughing, having fun, working hard. You know, just, it was great. It was a good day. So again, thank you for the guys competed, for everybody that was out there helping to win, put on the show, represent, all that good stuff. Everybody else too that was there to support. Even if you couldn't make it, you know, keeping up with everybody, watching, cheering everybody on, even if you couldn't have been there in person, you know, helping them get ready. I mean, that's the other thing too, is that, you know, even though they're the ones out there in the match, they're the ones doing the physical work, they're the ones feeling the pressure, feeling everything. Everybody in here helped get them ready, right? Everybody helped get them ready. Caleb went against a couple of brown belts that were pretty big guys, but again, he's gotten used to, he can handle the pressure from me, from Jeremy, from Shane, from Nate, Bobby, all of us that add that pressure to him, that we outweigh him and we put it to him, and you know, while he talks smack to us about it doesn't hurt and all that stuff, but it was there. And same thing, everybody in here has helped contribute, you know, to get everybody ready. And so again, thank you all for that. Thank you competitors, thank you for representing well. You know, the one good thing too is always, you know, no matter what happened out there, it was always good sportsmanship. Everybody always thanked their opponents, shook hands with the coaches, smiling, laughing, even if it was a loss, didn't go your way, just kind of shake your head and back to business, you know, get back to it. So a few little things coming up real quick. Alex, if you want to talk about the 9th.
Yes, sir. August 9th, we're going to have our tournament here. It's going to be white belt, blue belt only. Maggie, we have a female division, so you're good to go. I've already got a blue belt, female signed up. I got another one that's planning too. That'll be white belt, blue belt only. It's $35. $35 will cover you to do no-gi and gi, or just one or the other. You know, I know Millie likes to compete no-gi primarily, so if you want to do it, it's a flat fee. It's no exceptions, no more, no less, $35. My upper belt, let's get through this holiday season, 4th of July, all that fun stuff. I'm going to be reaching out to y'all regarding refereeing, you know. It'll be simple for those. It'll be a sub-only match, 8-minute rounds, no overtime. So if there's no sub, it goes to ref's discretion. We'll talk more about that closer to time. Really be relying on my purple, my brown belt. We're looking to have about 35 to 50 competitors overall. So looking to have a good time with that. We'll have, the Smooth Comp link is operational for anyone who wants to sign up. Just look up One Tribe Combat, you can't miss it, it's our logo. Just sign up. If you have anything weird that pops up when the registration, just message me and we'll get that squared away. Payment is Venmo to Brust. So, yeah.
It's under my name, but it all goes in the
Yeah.
I'm not taking it. And yeah, the link's in the groupies. We'll repost it again. Just keep kind of reposting it, going into it, all that good stuff. Don't forget, again, September 27th, Julio will be here. I've already blasted out to every Revolution team in the near, you know, Louisiana and Tennessee, all that. I'm about to start hitting a few other gyms around, you know, that some I've already talked to, I've already shared it with, but maybe some in neighboring states or a little bit further away. So again, if you guys have any friends that you know train anywhere, I don't care where it is, send it to them and talk about them coming in. Again, you know, get them here. However, they pay for the seminar if they're looking to save a little bit of money, to not do a hotel, because I know from traveling for seminars and tournaments up even in Vermont and stuff, sometimes it gets expensive. We got showers, we got everything. There's enough space for, you know, kind of have a crash out, pull up a, you know, sleeping bag or something in the corner and crash out. So we got plenty of space for anybody who needs it. All right, so have an idea of what I'm going to teach tonight, but first what I always like to do is right after the tournament, once some things are fresh in the mind, is there anything any of the competitors or anybody that was there watching kind of saw through either our matches or maybe other matches
where it was maybe certain escapes, we saw almost like everybody seemed to struggle with this escape. Certain submissions that, you know, people were getting caught in, or we saw a lot of people missing maybe transitions, certain anything. So again, it doesn't just have to be our guys, it can be that you just saw, man, I saw like 8 different matches that all ended in this one way and the people didn't know how to escape. Adam.
I'll say one of the worst submissions I saw, meaning it came out really fast, and they all do, but this one particularly. One of our guys, the guy based him out, he went like this. That guy came over, instantly locked in, and got his arm behind his back. It was fast.
Yes.
He got it in about 4 seconds. He didn't even know he got it on him until he's like, that really hurts, and he tapped. I talked to the guy that did it, and he's like, I just had to take it.
Yeah.
And I
He
was like,
apologized, like, I'm sorry I cranked that. It went kind of fast, I hope faster than I thought.
I was like, all right, yeah. But he blasted it, so that's competition for you. I mean, the takeaway that I have on that one is, you know, obviously try your best if you can not to put your hand on the mats. It's, you know, the more you do it, the more you're every once in a while your hand will kind of go there, but you always kind of retract. So, like I said, he just happened to get bumped that classic move, and he just caught him right away. Does everybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody not know? Yeah. All right. Come on out. Show somebody. Show somebody that has good shoulders. Do it. Yeah.
Fred.
I said good shoulders.
Fred's like, do it.
Yeah.
Do it for real.
So the guy on the bottom ended up actually, he sat up like this, and I think it was Jason. It was Jason.
Yeah.
Jason put his hand right here, and that guy just he fully hipped up through, looped, caught, and instantly went like this. I mean, it was so fast in his leg, and he just drove through. So I mean, the you know, the traditional one, how we teach that is somebody's hands are on your chest, and you kind of push them through, you hold them, and then you sit up. This guy, when he was back, he basically went to do like a hip bump, and he went to push back, and that hand dropped, and he pushed through, scooped, and took it. It was really, really fast. So, I don't know, I'm just saying, that was one of the things I saw.
So let's talk through it. Let's start with that. Let's drill with this, the sit-up Kimura, good review for everybody. Get some details on it. For everybody that's not familiar with it, get to work on it. So yeah, let's hit it up, because it's one that, yeah, when they start going fast with it, it's tough to get out of. One other thing coming off of what Adam says about that hand on the mat, obviously, you know, if you've never done a tournament, it's a different speed, right? It definitely is. When I fought in Brazil, we were watching the fight afterwards, and Toko down there was like talking, and he's like, why'd you leave your hand on the mat so long? I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, the guy tried to sweep you, you put your hand down to stop him, and then you left it there. I was like, no, I based and I came right back. And he goes, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, he counted 20 seconds that I'm sitting there. To me, in my mind, he swept, I based it, and I came right back. I left it sitting there for 20 seconds. Didn't even realize it. So sometimes, yeah, it's you don't even think about it or it goes somewhere, but you'll hear us yelling that. Main thing is, if you can keep your hands on the opponent, sometimes you get bumped and you can't help it, but come back. And every time you let it drift, that's there, okay? So let's look at that situation then, okay? So, a couple of different ways, and we'll look at it both ways of the sit-up like it was done in the tournament and kind of the classic, right? So again, like Adam was saying, our kind of classic way that we learn how to do this is we come in, we sweep under, we bump them out to here, and we control the wrists, all right? For sitting up, this is where all the kids get stuck, right? Is they do this, right? No space. Shrimp out slightly, okay? I go armpit on the top of the shoulder. This is way down here, just out of that. I'm coming right off of his armpit, sinking it in, okay? This is where I want to go. Sink it all the way through. This hand on the wrist, I want to have a monkey grip, okay? No thumb. I want to hold it here, and as I fall back, I'm bringing my hand to my wrist. This foot comes over the top, and I kind of get a little bit perpendicular to him. Okay? The biggest key to this isn't so much just the push. See his shoulder moves? My elbow has to clamp his shoulder to my body. Now look like when I move it. See? It's done. Here, look, body can take that for a while. I clamp and I rotate. That's what we've got. This is the key that I'm doing. This rotation here. All right? So again, and then we'll practice both ways. So classic way, boom, clear it out, control the wrist. Shrimp, sit up. I tell the kids, stinky shoulder, armpit on shoulder, rotate it in. As I fall backwards, I'm not straight back. I'm kind of to his side. Leg over the top to keep him pinned. Get my connection, and then I just pinch elbow, start to rotate. Okay? So again, the other one Adam had was, we're here, he's kind of sitting up, right? I go for like a hip bump sweep, boom. He drives into me, look at that. Bobby has to do that. His only other option is to grab my body, but most of the time, he's gonna lean because I'm kind of getting my hips turning him that way. Here it is. Grab, as I drop, boom, I catch. And we have the same thing. Elbow has to pinch his shoulder, rotate. Everybody good for those two?
Sure.
Yes, Oliver.
See, you mentioned monkey grip.
Yes.
What's the benefit of that versus?
So, the biggest problem is that if I'm here and I don't have this set yet, I have a weak point where my thumb is, right? See how he can kick that back? If I have the monkey grip, I can kind of curl over his wrist here. Now he tries to kick back. It's a lot stronger. So it's really just, if I'm here doing this, I'm spinning a lot of muscles to bring my thumb and my fingers together. If I'm doing this, I can create that hook. And then it's all forearm, only doing one way. I'm not trying to meet it both ways. It's not a half and half. And I don't have that weak point. The only weak point I really have is kind of toward my body, right? Which if he pulls it into my body, cool, my leg's there, you know, I can still start fishing it out. But once I switch to this monkey grip, it gives me a lot more power as opposed to here. And you'll even feel, here, like my wrist feels awkward. Here it feels strong and I have a good grip. The other thing that you can do too is when you start attacking these from the top, you can start rolling their arm to make it better, okay? When you have the monkey grip, you can kind of get over and roll it a little bit more. But yeah, try that monkey grip even on your own. You don't want a weak point. Strong hooks. Right? If I'm all fingers and thumb here, he starts wiggling. Yeah, see, I can hold him, but it's going to be a matter of time. I'm monkey grip over, monkey grip here. He starts wiggling. That's nothing. He's gone. Okay? So think about it. Sometimes you just send it and you won't think about your monkey grip. Monkey grip's going to be more powerful, but if you're going and you know you've got it, you'll be like, oh, hang on, let me let go and readjust. Go ahead and take it. All right? So let's do those two from the bottom and the sit up, and we'll work on that. 1, 2, 3.
Excellent. All right, we're going to go up here on top of the bag. Yeah, man. Sounds really good.
Okay, I'll do it for perfect. Alright, that's the best way to be is just have this enclosed guard, like I'm locking this up here, that way I can pull you.
I was thinking in my head.
When I pull you towards you, you put your arms up. That's one of the good things. So normally you're gonna be up here like this, pushing on me or whatever. I like to come under, you can go on top, but I personally like to come under like this, get a little bit of, I don't like to pull away in, but enough to get that distance. And at that point, that's when I'm going to try to separate this, come out from the side here, and I like to drag my elbow in this way, because now you're trying to bring it into your body, you know, I've got this kind of dead angle, you know, and I don't have to use a lot of muscles. So then that's when I'm going to, once I've got it, I'm going ahead and control this. You can see it, I have it out to the side, kind of separate your body. That's when I'm going to go ahead and, if you notice, I open this up, got that shoulder back here, I'm going to bring this back, and then that's when I'm going to kind of come out a little bit. I'm going to line up this right here that he was talking about, and I'm going to sit up. And I'm using this foot over here to come up. I'm on my shoulder, my elbow. Now put this over your back here. Then I'm going to use my weight to fall back. And now I've got this clamp, you know, and that's when I like to switch over to my monkey grip over here. And I like to turn a little bit, and then connect this guy up. And I've got this clamp over your shoulder, not in here, but over the shoulder, and bring all this stuff in here. And then I personally like to bring my elbows into my body, and then use my torso, not my arms, my torso to go that way. It's a lot stronger than arms. You know what I mean? It's just a whole lot stronger than arms. So that way, instead of using my arms, I've got this all locked up when I'm going. I'm looking where I'm going, my body will. You'll find your core still. Especially on one arm. All right, you ready? Good to go? You can use a stick clamp just to kind of control it for now, but you'll want to switch.
So now, there's gonna be a little tougher. Go all the way to your back, flat, flat, flat. Hook this up here. Now, look at how that pinches. Look at the position.
And if you can get this higher over here, you'll be better.
There we go. Just lock it out. There it is.
Because I can get away. Once you've got that clamp, follow your back. There we go. See that? You need to jump in, get somewhere else? You want to work together? I can still already started.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, keep that closed. Good. Don't make sure you have control of this. You can, that would be preferable to have control of the sport. And I do like to keep it in. Once you've got it, follow that.
Between now and tomorrow morning, you need money tonight.
Use your body. You'll find that the body turning is a whole lot easier. And if you do get to a point to have real flexible shoulders and you can't turn your body anymore, then you can use yours.
As long as you scoot, you can go over that. Yeah, you did that time.
One little critique on that, is that you got it here, you got this control. Use this foot when you undo it, you're changing your angle. This is going to curl across the back, so you're pushing off, change an angle a little bit. And you've got this here. You're using this foot and this elbow, so you can come up. See that? You got this across the back. You've got this control, so you can come up, push it in, come back. Does that make sense? One of the ways that a lot of people will stop it is they'll take that arm and they'll dive it inside their leg and they'll grab their feet or their belt. That's a lot of legs will do that. And if you're really fast, you can change your ankles, you can snatch and get it away from the body so you can't do that. Once you get a 2-on-1, it's really hard to get that away. Most people, 2 arms with one person's arm is going to be strong.
That's right. Hey, Ron, well, you know what Laura just asked me? She's like, oh my God, like, how red is that?
Yeah, there you go.
That'll
get you that
sense. I was like,
if you can come over the shoulder, the better. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna sit down. There you go.
well, who's done helping you?
How about 1 more minute?
Remember,
Les is pulled into a meeting. Yeah, he's here Tuesday and Thursday from 11.
control with your leg.
Saturdays he's usually
Sit up on the elbow. There we go. Get way in there. There you go.
Last time,
That's good.
Rodney couldn't come in because he got pulled into a meeting. They all showed up for the meeting and they all stopped there and they were like, so what are you doing? He's like, well, we need to have a meeting on this, but yeah, I just. And he said to the guy who was,
Yeah, so I'll do it without a person first. So we've got both arm locked up here. And remove this away from the body, release the body. And remove our guard. This leg's going down, this is going across the back. Roll up to the one that you're controlling the elbow in. Go with this one coming up. You're on your elbow and this foot is off the ground. Come way over. You know what I mean? Grab it. Come back. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, so I do. And I've separated this from his body with this closed guard. I've got this guard right up there. I'm going to go over this shoulder here. When I do, I'm coming I'm on my shoulder, my feet, I'm way in, way over his shoulder. And then when I tap my back, I'm changing his name back. I've got that monkey grip right here, and I can get this here. I'm thinking about dragging this in, and I'm looking over my shoulder, I'm using this squat. And if he doesn't say I was doing that, you know, I was holding this here and he's not tapping, then I can
Pull it in or
that way, you know, a lot of people get it done. They'll leave both their arms up, but not come up, they can. You know, you can go to this, boom. Let's look at y'all backwards.
All right. So how's everybody getting a start feel for that? Okay, this is kind of been one of your basics. If you are in, you know, somebody's in your guard, if you can get control of one of the wrists or they put that hand on the ground, like I showed, you know, this should be something you should be going for. I mean, super simple, super basic, super easy, and we have a lot of other things we can do off of this. So we'll keep going with this kind of theme of, did anybody have anything they saw or that popped up in the term? Anybody have anything else? Yes, Alex.
So I struggled with the most. He was going like knee on belly, and I was doing good about not staying flat and eating the knee on belly, but like, then he'd get like that knee on rib, like I get to it the right hip. Can we like clean, you know, how to get that pressure off, find the sweep, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of come show exactly like where it was and where you were.
Because he kept going like knee on rib to dorsal fin position. That's how he finished me both times. So he was like here, boom, I'd hip off to a side, and he'd get like ugly with it. Like it was solid. Wish I knew that.
Thank you. Go ahead, talk through that, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Y'all don't need me. Go ahead, talk through it, Bobby. That's exactly what I was going to go with. All right, go through it.
All right, so, of course, I'm off to the side here, still got that neon rib, as Alex is calling it. I'm not gonna take my hand that's on the ground here, I'm gonna fish it underneath. Notice how I'm between my leg and his ankle. So all I'm gonna do is, I don't wanna extend my hand out because he can do arm bar, some other moves in here. I'm actually gonna kind of keep my head in, and I'm almost gonna be pushing against his belly. I'm gonna pull and push.
And you don't even have to get on a hip. If Bobby stays flat on his back, it's the same thing. He's still scooping up underneath that ankle.
I did, but I just couldn't tell if you were saying like under which leg.
Alex wasn't listening to you.
Yeah. No, at one point he literally was like, that way, Alex, but I didn't know which way he was talking about, so I literally, in the middle of the roll, I had a wind guard, just did that.
So if he's doing regular knee on belly here and I'm flat, same concept. Still taking this hand, I'm going underneath between my leg and his. I'm pulling and pushing, take the base off. Come up.
Oh. And one of the other things that you can do, okay, you'll watch as he do this, as he pushes that or pulls that foot and pushes the stomach, it creates a torque on the knee. Now, say you can't get to push the stomach or you are still worried about extending out. A lot of it is almost people say like kind of almost like open hand punching in the stomach to kind of get it. But if say I can't get to his stomach, right? If Bobby's got that knee on belly, I'm still gonna hook under. And as I hook under, you know, say if I'm starting flat, I'm gonna hook under and shrimp as I do, and I'm gonna hug it. And what I'm gonna do is then I'm gonna take this hand, if I feel like I can't get a good push here, I'm gonna grab the back of my hand up underneath. I'm gonna basically get my hand in my own wrist. And I'm going to power curl, go easy on this because it torques the knee really good. I'm gonna power curl his ankle towards my face. Yep. And do it. And when you do it with speed and that knee starts to bend, it's not fun. Okay? And again, when I do it, I need to bring it up and over. It's almost just like I'm here and I'm bringing it up and over. Okay? So when I'm here, boom, I power curl to my face, bring him over. And yeah. Keep it here. No. Because I'm pulling his foot. If he stays, it tweaks the knee. I'm not twisting the knee. I'm pulling the foot. Him not moving tweaks the knee. Absolutely. Well, plus two is another reason it's not a reap is because I'm not doing anything to his hips.
right? Now, if there's anywhere, even if I'm just sitting here and I'm holding here and I start to twist it, that's a reap, right? But I'm not stabilizing anything on his hip. I'm just pulling his foot. In that way, it'd almost be the same as like, oh, well, if I'm doing a weird angle of an ankle pick, oh, look, his knee turns. Don't have to worry about it. As long as I'm not holding here and kind of like, you know, locking off both ends and getting the twist, not a reap at all. That's perfectly legal to get out of it.
So Kirby, Millie's brother, literally got in that exact position, like someone's caught his leg like that, and was literally just holding it. And like, I was over there in the corner, and I was like trying to help Kirby out, and I'm, is that not a reap, ref? And the ref looked at me and was like, no.
All right, so let's try it. Let's do both from start with the flat, you know, hook, punch, and kind of, you know, as you pull, push and sit up, right? So that's it. It's, yeah, I'm here. I'm going to pull it as I push. Boom. Sit him down. Okay? Then do that exact same one, being on the side. You know, you're here. Same thing. Punch, boom. Sit him down. Then go back to flat and do the double hook and curl and bring him over.
John,
yeah.
do the double hook from this angle right here.
Yep.
Please, thank you.
So I'm going to come under here and I curl. I want to get elbow deep if I can, right? I may only be able to start, but if I can kind of strengthen and get elbow deep, this is what I really want. Then I'm going to support here. So it's 2 hands, 2 on 1. Okay? And again, I bring it toward my face and then kind of bridge and come over the top. And then we're here. Bang. All right? If I go that pace.
If you have your hand under there, what's the point in doing that instead of just pushing?
So for me, a lot of times, like if we're here, okay, and say I've gotten to this position, and I know he's doing something with this arm. I'm under here, and he's pushing on this arm, right? See, I can't get to his stomach well. Or there's been times where like, he's not even leaning on that arm. But look, to get in here, I don't have the space without kicking that elbow up. If I'm here, I have no push at all, right? I'm kind of almost like karate chop, but I don't have a push. So might as well just go ahead and duck in under. Now, if I'm out here, yeah, I have a little bit more because I can extend straight out, right? But if I'm kind of tucked in here, I don't have a push. So might as well go ahead and grab both. Bang! Come up with that power. Okay. I let it go. All right, so let's work that escape. Everybody good? Sir. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. I knew that. I was like, I'm gonna slip to the keyboard.
We got through a couple of them too.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I know. I know. I was like, it's on to me.
All right. This is a pretty common one from flat, right? Where it's in here, it's coming in, and did y'all understand what he's talking about?
Punch forward as well. Get up to the armpit and it's on the other. So almost like almost open palm strike right here.
You know what I mean? Like that. I'm gonna pull that. In fact, Russ really did was a good thing is he got a knee bar right away. You know what I mean? If you can get this over here and you've got that, you can step right over there. That's what I like that one. The other one, so the other one,
you may not be
talking about,
but is if you're kind of
this over here, is he's really pushing into it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm on my other side, maybe better. He's pushing into it, and I just can't. I'm going to be pushing back because he's really doing that. Let's use his momentum. You know what I mean? He's going to cross face me over this way, you know, and I can't really push into that. So that's when I'm going to go the other way.
Oh, you're just going to do this a little bit. I'm going to go flat. Let's see how I.
That makes sense?
Can you repeat the first?
Yeah. You want to do it? I'll do it. Okay. Yeah. Either way, I could be here or I could be here, whichever one. Most likely, it's probably going to be. You're probably thinking of on belly over this way. You're probably going to start there. And you got this little hole right here, which is what I want to go to. I like to go in palm down myself. I like to bring it in high so I can get on a hook in there. I'm going to bring it to his hip if I can. I'm coming out to the side a little bit, back here to my legs, and then I'm going to push. And then I've got that. So there's lots of stuff.
I was trying to tell Alex.
Strange, that one is my preferred. You know, most of the time, what'll happen in that situation when people are doing that knee on belly, they're hunting the near side arm. You know what I mean? Like if I'm sitting over here and I've got me on belly over this way on you, and I'm doing this right here, I'm thinking I'm gonna go. I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna come around and go. That's usually. That's not even. That's pretty calm. If somebody's on the end, or they're gonna try to go over. There's moves that I didn't know. But if they're off this way and they got this arm up, they're probably gonna have this arm. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah. So I'm not too bad.
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect.
Strange how well. Go ahead. Getting rid of that arm on the bottom. I'll let him hold. Yep, I would get as close to his hip, like on his belt as you can. Get to your side, yeah, bring him back, yeah. Now push him back down, yep. Yeah, sure. Are we good? 20 like this? Okay. Oh, yeah. Whichever way you want. Look at that one. So, I'm glad. Most of it, I'm probably going to do usually, you'll notice, like a lot of times people put this in the body, you know how they switch to the body, and they may not, they may be trying to go stronger, but usually they do have
Let us suck you on the receiving end. Yes. I'll try to figure out what outside. Aha!
All over the place. Ordinarily, people don't have these elbows or two things are probably
Rotating that sleeve. Isn't it crazy? It's always the simple stuff that didn't. Why didn't I know that before?
And that would be stepping over.
I pull, I curl, then I bridge.
Here, go ahead and get your side, get your elbows and everything in. Get that in there. Bring your right hand.
So everybody take a look at this real quick, okay? Everybody take a look.
Strip away.
When I do the one with both hands, I have to bridge and kind of come across my shoulders, right? If I just do this, kind of pull it and lay flat. Oh, what did I do? Nothing. Okay? Watch. When I pull this, I'm bringing it to my face. I'm bridging and rolling over like an upa. I have to have that upa hits off the ground. If I just try to roll, he's just going to sit on me. I can't just hold it. I need to curl it to my face to make sure that he is sitting like this. And then as I bridge and roll, that picks it up. There's a lot of pressure on that knee, and it's going to make him want to go around and dump. Okay? So don't just roll. Bridge and roll. Make it that upa. From one side, boom, I walk. Over. That's what's going to get it. And don't just hold it. Curl it to your face. All right? Let's keep working about another minute or two. That's question.
I'm just going to show you.
Oh, let's see. Go ahead, go everybody. 1, 2, 3.
And I found
On his hip. You can get to his hip. That's what you're like. Now you're going to kind of be, so you're here, right here. These legs are coming out. You're going to pull this up and push that back right here.
Most of my feet.
Yeah, and then try it into the other one comes to play. You should just play. The first one to be like right down here. and I'm over this way, and I'm kind of slow.
What you got?
You know what I mean? Now, this way, he's gonna use my whole neck.
There, that's it. Now what I would do from there is flip flop.
Let's go. Let's go the other way. I'm gonna keep on going.
As soon as you feel it hit, I can get rid of that. Again, now if you do go forward, again, he's also good. What I'm doing, I'm trying to bridge and move. Don't be awkward. If I feel you jumping over the top, I'm coming up. That's going to be the whole thing. If I get to the top, I don't get it. Oh, I roll and I'm there. Bridge, boom. You feel the dump?
Like, how do you go to my elbow?
Live right out.
How about
That's right. That's when you get that number one. There you go. Nice. Got You'll find this is in a lot of ways. And you'll find that you can, a lot of times you can see this and somebody's like, you can look, if you're all caught up thinking about it.
There you go. Now roll for roll. Yes. There we go. Yeah, side control. Think about it. Your belly is a form of side control.
I hate that.
So many mean bad stuff.
Protect yourself on the top.
I don't like getting there. If I'm on my bottom, I don't like it. If I'm on top, I like it.
I don't like getting
Use your arms, use your hips. Use your arms. Yeah, okay. And if you can use them both, use them both.
On the bottom, that's where to be. You got questions? Y'all good? Good, yeah. You need a partner?
Yes, Theo. Who's that knee bar? Knee bar. No knee bar. Knee bar, yeah.
All right, this I'm going to push into you.
That's so cool. I get one time. Just remember it's not good.
That's a good one.
There we go.
That was short. Yeah, short.
We're doing the Mo and Curly thing.
Well, you're good because this still came out. This still plugged down.
Right. Yeah,
No, you went the right way. Yeah, you went the right way. I still just because when you. Hey, Alex, you want to know something funny? We just taught this in kids class like a week or two ago.
You got any other questions? Yeah, it's fine.
It was the one that I wasn't here. Everybody circle up one more detail, and then we'll see if we got one more move or something we need to work in. Okay? So, I always ask a good question. What if they're messing with my arm and I can't scoop it under? What if it's not there? What if I'm pinned? What if sometimes some people have knee on belly and their foot is tucked as tight as possible here, and there's nowhere to get into, okay? So what we also talked about, what if they're here, but they're kind of controlling this bottom arm or something, you can't get that hook. So here's one of the thoughts, all right?
What's our basic side control escape? Bridges and shrimps his butt out. Okay? Same thing here. If I'm here and I'm kind of controlling his arms and I'm here, he's going to bridge and butt out, boom, and start to drop there. Especially almost the way that more that I'm digging my knee is it's going to be there. Only way is if I know it's coming to where I'm here and I know he's about to bridge, go ahead, and I kind of stand up and ride him, or I, you know, like I said, I just kind of stand up to here or something like that. But a lot of times if I'm fighting your arms, right, you saw that. If he bumps and I'm free, I'm going to put my hands on him. If I'm here messing with his arms and stuff and I'm digging and he goes and bumps and bridge, drop me right down. Okay? So kind of think about that. Where's the opening? Go away, right? Just do it just like that. Just make it violent. Don't bump it small. Make it a big escape. Let that knee slide to the ground. Okay? All right. So last little one. Anything else? Anybody saw? Anybody got? Caleb.
While we're on pin escapes, I believe if you've never tried to escape side control in a competition setting where you're down and you're tired, you don't know how hard it is to escape side control for real.
Yeah.
I think just working some good side control escapes.
So think about that. When we're tired and we're burned out, what's usually going to be our number one thing we have to think about before we start thinking about escape? Frame. Protect and frame, right? So, come on, Caleb. Let's pick an area where, let's go back, rewind it. You were kind of there. You're tired. Somebody's got side control on you. How did they have it? They have cross face.
Oh man, I was all right.
Love it.
That's the best ever.
I was all right. You thought you made it. That's great.
That just means that he was talking about you.
No. I just you walk around, you see matches, and you see like put me in side control. Like you just look over and there's like a guy that's dead tired. He's also going. Like it's like just flailing, trying to get any sort of like bridge.
Right.
I like it.
So first things first is, again, we think about our frames, right? We think about our frames and we think about our movement. One of the biggest things that you will see as people get tired, again, the bump. Where we think about the bump, everything, that we're a little bit tired. But what's one thing that Caleb just did with that bump? Move me to where? Arms. And then what happened? Say it. Straight up. That's what I always see, is this. They're here, they get tired, they start doing this. And look at my feet. They're going out. They're not going up. And then same thing is, even if I bump him up, he just grabs back down me. Now I'm even less, my breath has gone more and I'm even more tired, right? Our biggest key to our movement is where our feet start, right? If I'm here and I just go straight up and down, that's nothing, right? I have to create some kind of angle. So one of the other ones you see is, like I said, people will walk, but then they do this. I can't push out. I have to push up. So when I get my feet here, see how they walk out? Now look at my bump. Even if it's a small one. See that little bit of movement? And look. Even little. I'm turning a corner. I'm making it. Now, when I go big, I have this push. I have this frame. I have the ability. Feet position matters. Not only where you start at, but also what direction you push. Right? I've even seen somewhere, if they get really heavy, see how he's kind of heavy over on this side? I've seen ones where people, they walk in. See, I still have an angle. Then I bridge, warm across the stomach, okay? So the biggest thing is control. When I load up to go, it's gotta be what I want it to go. It can't just be flailing. We get tired, that's what we do, right? We're just, it's not, so tired. Load it. And the best is, even if I load and have to do just quick little ones, that's fine. I don't have a big one in me. Just little ones. Little. I start working, okay? That's the biggest main thing to it, right? So for the last few minutes, let's just practice going slow. Don't worry about a full escape. Let's think about where our feet go and where we make the difference in our movement, okay? So this is all we're gonna do for the drill, kind of. Bottom side. Feet here, up, nothing, okay? Feet here, up,
Oh, look, I made some space. Feet here, up, push my butt. There's my space, right? And now look, I have the space to push, bring my knee in, start thinking about coming out the back. I have a lot more options. Gotta create that space. But really that small straight up and down bridge, or they push this way. Kids do it all the time. And you're like, no, push up. And they try to push out, right? And you're going nowhere, because look, I mean, my gi, I'm not going anywhere. And then I have someone on top of me, it's not gonna happen. We have to create angles. So try the feet in a few different places and see, like, here, watch. If I go here, my butt goes up, down. Here, watch what happens when my butt goes up. It wants to move in line with my heels. So now I'm already loading it. It's gonna go on its way. Now I can load it even further, right? And even when you're tired, that's where you gotta dig down and be like, let me have one or two good ones and go. And again, I've been there, it's tough, sometimes just, the other one is trust and just going, right? That's how I lost my match in Brazil. I was down 3 points anyway, I was exhausted. Dude passed guard, and I was going for one big thing. I was gonna try to ghost out for a Darce choke. And it was like this. I was like, okay, here we go. I'm gonna try it, I gotta send this. All right, I get here, my feet, let's see, I'm gonna load up my feet, and here we go. I think I'm about ready, and then he paper cutter choked me. Because I sat here getting ready for like the perfect one, and I got choked out with like 10 seconds left, okay? So it's one of those of like, I had to trust my jujitsu. I needed to trust to just go, move. I was already down. I was gonna go for a last second choke to try to win it. I was gonna lose anyway. I had nothing to lose, but I got in my head about it needed to be just perfect, just right. Here we go, load up, and I blew it. And then of course, if you're not loading up, taking too much time, you're flopping, that's gonna make you even more tired than if you really focus and do that one. But again, don't focus too much. All right? So let's take about 5 minutes. Just kind of do that drill of moving the hips up underneath and see how that creates a movement of space, how that moves the person on top, how you can still stay defended, how you can keep your frame, but it's all about getting those hips moved. All right, so let's do that for about 5 minutes. Work back and forth. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was some good shit.
We're so purple.
Yeah. One of the things, well, have go ahead and block out the good. One of the good side controls is neglecting, I'm not allowing me to get this frame in here, this one up front, I can get that in.
Think about your
Pushing
feet
this down
together
this
as
way.
you move them. They don't have to
Locking
be
your
touching,
knee up
but
under
don't
my
let them
armpit,
get too far away from each other.
and then the other one at my
They're
hips.
stronger together. The more your feet are
All
apart
this
from
is
each
blocked. I'm
other,
in
the
trouble.
harder it is
You
to
know what I
bridge
mean?
and move.
So
Feet
I want to
together.
get this in here, right? That's one of my frames that I want to get in, you know? So, like he's talking about, see, the first thing that's going on, see if he has this connection on my hip here? I got a lot of room to work. I can take these feet, move this over this way, easily get that in there, right? That's the first thing. I really need this in up here first. So if I can't get this one in, I'm gonna use kind of a swing motion. I'm gonna cut, or like I'm kind of steering, you know, and I'm going to get this in. If I can get this in here, this is great. Probably can. So I've got this frame here. He's still pushing me down. Now I can really work my hips. I can pull it up like this, and I can my knee, and I can dive it. Now I can, and now now I've got this knee to elbow connection here. Everything's breaking down very fast. So it's pretty much over. He's gonna have to get rid of this. Then he's gonna have to get rid of this. And then so goes everything. So that's kind of the stage to go. If I've got this in here, that's great. That's really, really great. Oftentimes you're not going to get that. You know what I mean? They're going to be too good at it. You got that in there. It's easy to get this in. So that's what I would play with. So without a partner, pretend you already got smashed in a terrible position. I'm going to be thinking about getting this. I'm going to gotta go. See how that's going to go in? I'm opening that up to get that. Boom. We're probably going to close it back up. All right, but I've got this frame. This is great. So I can bring my legs out this way, you know, and then I can come up and over. That knee dive comes in. There's a guy that can look up. His name's Pedro Stout. It's called a knee dive. He's got a whole, yeah, S-A-D-E-R.
Just that second one.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what that may be the this time we I always want to get that first frame in, that hip that I was talking about, before I started with the frame. Like you said, play with the legs. You got to do that to even get that first one in there.
That's great. Barbie told me I was doing a good job talking, and I haven't talked tonight.
Oh,
so,
wonderful!
Barbie, sorry I didn't come talk to you tonight.
That's terrific.
Hope you're having a good time watching. Again, kicked ass at the tournament this weekend. Everybody
People,
phenomenal.
somebody just dropped off right when we came on.
Oh, boo. It's probably Barbie.
Yeah.
Barbie was like, I don't want to listen to these losers. So again, just working a lot of stuff that people saw from it, seeing what we can come up with, what we can work on. You know, whether it happened to a person that was here, the competitor, or there's something they were seeing in a lot of matches. Because sometimes you'll see across all the matches, wow, everybody got caught with this. Everybody got stuck with this. Everybody was close but couldn't finish. So we're kind of just going through, seeing what we can come up with. Yay.
This one's actually drop down, you collapse together. So pinch them together, now go that way. Go that way. Yeah. That way, yeah. So, push it.
One more minute.
Okay. You're already ready, yeah. Over in that way better price and they get fucking smashed. Yeah, I mean, it's like a general a little more power. Yeah. That's like mine. You want me to go couple?
I will escape the neck.
That's here. That's so hard. Yeah, so you can choose to either butterfly, pull guard, I like that. Strip all the way out. I used to get scared when I was like I said,
Well, one thing you'll run into as a real good cycle, we can turn cycle real quick, is just traveling around, this is the frame you're really good. You know what I mean? So go ahead and try to knee dive from here. I can just follow you around with your knees, you know what I mean? You know, I've done everything. You want that in first. And, yeah, you want to get that established. That would be your first. Somebody's just going, you know, doing all this bean crap, you know, they got this big block over here, the way that I did.
All right, last little detail, real quick, then we hit open back.
It's the same thing we saw.
The other thing that happens a lot with this is that when people start kind of getting this bridge, they have their feet too wide, all right? We got to think about what we're really trying to do is twist our hips and move them, right? If you go watch, you know, slalom skiing, go watch skiing Olympics, nobody's skiing downhill like this. There's no twist. You do that, you're blowing out a knee. Your feet are together, right? Maybe not touching, but they're close. That's what's giving you the pivot, right? Even if you're throwing a kick where you're stepping wide, you're still stepping, but I'm in a twist, okay? If your feet are too far away, you can't get the same twist, you can't do the same thing. I mean, so I'll see it where a lot of people do that. As they get here, they step one out. Now look at where my hip is. When I bridge up, I can't get as far because I need to bring them both out to go. The only exception is one of the ways Adam does it, and Shane was talking about it too. Adam will do it is he will bring his knee right to your ribs so that when he steps out, as soon as he feels that space, he can drop that knee in there. So the only time you'd want your feet kind of away, but even then when he's here, look, they're still kind of, they create an angle together, right? He doesn't keep one bent like this and one here. He's got nothing. If you watch it, he touches, he steps, and his feet kind of turn so that he can create that angle. The feet have to go together. If one foot goes, you're kind of stopping yourself. You can't get the hips. Feet closer together is when you do the hip movement. All right? Everybody good with that? Okay, if someday you ever happen to get there in the tournament,
If you're ever not good.
actually, just, you know what? Just inward.
Yeah, exactly.
Just inward.
Or just stand up.
Yeah, just bug each other. Yeah, bug each other, yeah. All right? So, keep thinking about that. You know, if it's not in your head tonight, like I said, what I was going to teach tonight, we'll just roll into tomorrow. But if between now and tomorrow you're like, oh yeah, I did remember this, or you go back and watch your video, or you're watching something, and you think about it, you know, bring it in. You know, I keep track of what I'm going to teach and stuff like that, and have a plan. Some nights it doesn't have a plan until I walk in here, because I got like 10 things, and I'm like, I don't know which one I want to do. But always know that, again, if there's something you were working on, something that, man, I came close to this last tournament, next tournament, I'm going to nail it. Can we do a class on this? Tell me. Let's keep working. Let's keep building everybody up, making each other better. And again, it doesn't have to be just your matches. It could be somebody you were watching. It could be like, man, I saw, like, even the kids tournament, like, wow, I saw these kids, they kept getting stuck in this one thing. And I didn't get there in my matches, but just in case I do one day, what do I do? All right? And we'll keep working through it. And it doesn't matter if it's a white belt, it doesn't matter blue, purple, brown, everything, bring it up, okay? Bring it up what you see. That's part of it too, is that to make it better. Even if you're rolling in here and you're like, damn, Stallions caught me in this one move and I couldn't escape. Then I go over and I roll that. Damn, Adam caught me in this one move and I can't escape. Damn, I thought Caleb was gonna catch me in that move, but he did some other crazy shit. Damn, Jeremy caught me in that move. Let me know. We'll have a whole class on working escapes, counters, all that good stuff, defense. Okay? Everybody good? Yes, sir. All right, let's hit open mat. Roll, think about coming to Julio in September, and have a good, fun evening. Shut up, Bobby. 1, 2, 3. Go for it, Special Stick Game Champion, everybody. All right, Bobby! I'm just going to record it.
Side control, I'll show you. And you can sometimes.
Yes.
You'll want to come over. And you're dropping that, you know, you got all this blocked, you're not like top side. Well, I can if I'm moving around, start breaking down. I gotta go.
So one of the best ways to I'm going to catch you. You're going straight and take that arm back before you come here. So it's kind of one of these. I can sit right out your arm. I just got to watch it. But I'm not trapped. So the biggest thing is, like you said, a lot of people, especially with the straight arm bar, they dive across to get it and they get jabs. So we'll work.
So I would suggest somebody's like good deal, real clean, hard judo style,
Let's make it
side control.
Yeah, let's hit it, man. Yes, sir.
That when he was talking about using his feet, go ahead and start doing that so you can get this kind of, you know what I mean? You can try to go for that there, but it's probably going to hit too bad. Especially if the guy's a whole lot bigger. And that's okay, you've got that in, but then you come out this way, get a whole lot more because you got that frame in there. And then you can dive. Yeah. I just wanted to point that out because I think that, to me, that's important. To try to go for the knee dive without getting that first frame in there. That hip side frame, it's just like, I mean, you're wasting a lot of time. He's still doing it. Yeah. How to do what now? Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Show me where you want to be. From side control or from on knee on belly or the okay. Okay. So what you the arm you have in right now, this is what they call the ghost escape. So you're talking about the ghost? Okay.
I say like he said you put your foot here, too sharp, and you turn him different. Like you actually look like pushing down a bit.
Oh, are you talking the one he showed once there? Okay. I think I know something about. So yeah, so maybe we can side control. This one I do. So we're gonna move in this one, right? He's talking about moving in this way. Trying to get this in here. So he's getting in here and then he's gonna because you're cramping up over here. Push this way and come over that way. That's what he's talking about. Really, I see this more in Kesakatami. So, like, do you know what Kesakatami is? It's this one, like, where we have a couple of tops. This is called Kesakatami. It's a star pole. So I've got one over here. I'm grabbing this. This is when I see that particular roll. Yeah, Kesa. Yeah, that's where I see that more. So actually, they come here. I'm just showing. Yep. So he's got me in this. This is a real bad place to be. One of the ways, like, is just coming in this way, and you can grab up this way and hip under him and come up that way. That's what he was talking about with that. And you can do it from side control too, but this is where I see it more commonly done. You know what I mean? Especially if they've got this arm controlled way up here. This is a bad place to be. Instead of me going up this way, you see all this torque on my shoulder? I'm going to try to get in this way to him and get under him. You know what I mean? And see if I can connect up some way or another and shovel over and come over that way. That's what I'm looking for. It's easier said than done. If they've got a true good caser where they're kicked out to the top, it's probably not going to happen. That's why we do that. That's why we put the kickstand up there. But that may be a way to do that. Does that answer your question? Okay. I was trying to think of something else with it, but I think one of my big takeaways was getting rid of, and there's another good one. This is why you're here. If he's got me, give me a good old side control. It's a good old fashioned side control. A lot of times you had a bigger guy on you, they're doing good, sternum, they're crushing me. It's not here. And let's say he's blocking my hip over here. If you notice this, I can't really hip out and do that kind of stuff. But let's say I manage to get one in here. That's usually the sacrifice that's going to happen. What I can do is what they call an iron squirrel. I'm going to put my hands down like this, and I'm going to use my feet to come up. You know what I mean? And I'm using my arms to push him down. To take it off my chest. So now his weight is over my stomach. Buys me time. This is not an escape. This is what will happen, though, is Nate's like, man, I don't have the pressure. He's going to reposition. And when he repositions, I can start doing different stuff. I can start changing little micro movements, you know what I mean, when he's moving. You know, like he might want to try to change my move. That's what I'm buying. You know, so that's called an iron squirrel, push them lower. That's a good one. I'm sorry, Alex.
I hope Matt Moyer kicks your ass.
He's hurt right now. He will. It's not soon. Matt, if you hear that, heal up and you can come beat me up. You want to get some work in? All right. Good. Pause. Instead of using your arms, like get this like over here. Yeah. Now use your legs. See how much easier that is? Even when I'm holding on to you, let go. Lots easier. You don't have to use your muscles much. Won't burn you out. Now I gotta switch. I gotta do something. You got the frame, so I gotta do something. Okay. There we go.
I'm only going to work it up. You finished high school? Yeah. Or you still in high school? No, I graduated high school. I have nothing anymore. College now or something? Yeah. We're trying down there. You know Caleb? And Reddit Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you studying? Cool. My younger brothers. Keep going, man. You gotta keep. That's okay. You do what you want. You do what you want. Go ahead. I just didn't make a mistake. This one, remember? Grab here, bite here. This comes over. Good. I was just doing that so you can see it. Go ahead.
How do you get such good aim? How do you get such good aim?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, keep going. That's what a lot of people do. Sometimes they'll swing around or they'll grab the leg, you know. There we go.
Shoot up my arm, bro.
Yeah. As soon as it went up.
As soon as I threw it on, I knew I screwed up as soon as I did that. He was too tired to keep fighting.
Wednesdays. 6 p.m.
That's a bunch of. Yeah. Ambo, or you stepping on
We usually start off doing like sprints.
a little bit slow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to elevate. You okay? Did I hit you in the face? Okay, sorry. Okay, go.
Yeah. You know, what really helped me was just the sprints. Huh? What really helped me was the sprints. I feel like my juice was fine. Yeah. Like once I started rolling, I could feel my pulse like 2.5 minutes starts up. And I'm like, okay, I feel good. So it just gave me another confidence boost where like I'm not worried about my airport road, Johnson airport road. Okay.
Come on, Isaiah, kid.
It's near, no Lawlers. Not near there. Because really, before you just start, like me, I get adrenaline. Yeah, like as soon as I touch the mat, it like I feel like I'm already breathing hard. As soon as I start, like I'm already breathing.
It was a health bath. Oh, you're talking about the.
I saw him, bro. He was good.
That was one.
There you go. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you did to me a lot. Right? That's awesome.
Nice.
Keep going, keep going. Got it.
Nice. Yeah, the anaconda. Yeah. Sometimes you can get that with the gable. It's better to get that, you know, as long as you pull everything in tight. That's what you did the second time. You had it in there, so. And I like the fat man roll, man. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna put this in here. You take it and you said, yep. That was great. There's another great one in there. Or somewhere we're gonna look at it. The Kimura, whenever those hands are on the ground, I personally like to do this.
now that we're talking about it, as we're grappling, if a lot of times it'll be up here or out here. If you can get it and pin it to your hip where your belt will be, that's usually the when you're attacking. That's usually the best place. Like if you're trying to attack from around here, it's gonna be a little harder because if I come out here, a lot of times they're able to stretch or move around. It's hard for me to connect my hands. But if I have it here, I do that, how we talked about making some space kind of thing, and I can come up and I can pinch and kind of lay on you here, I can connect up my hands really quick because I'm bringing it from my hip. You see what I mean? And then I've got this bite over here, that kind of stuff, instead of it being kind of out here. While people will try, and you can get arm bars and stuff here, it's hard with another guy's your strength to get that. It's hard. You can do it, but it's hard. I would suggest to try to we're doing this right here. I'm looking for the Kimura. That right there is what I'm looking for. I've got it nice and secure to my body here. That's when I can kind of come up and boom, get this and jump back and keep it in real tight and connected. It's just a little better. It's just a little tune, You can get it from other places, and a lot of times they'll give it to you. They'll be going up and down. They'll bring it down for you. Yes, the omoplata is right there too. Right, exactly, from the hip. That's just, and I want to talk to you. Where's Russ? Is he still around? Or is he with somebody? He's with somebody. But yes, I personally like to, if I can control that hand that went to the mat, I like to get it to my hip. I think my belt line, you know what I mean? And pinch to my body. I'm kind of using that as somewhere, as opposed to being loose and kind of all over the place outside. I want to take away all that space if I can, or get it to where I can come around for that omoplata. It's right where I need it to be. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, the omoplata there too. So, yeah, that would be and that's a common chain. Is people will go for that Kimura. They'll fail, or they'll get pushed down or whatever, and they'll kick back a little further and come back around and get a coil off of that omoplata. Yep. Yep. So that's what I would suggest. I mean, on that kind of stuff, it's kind of how I work with some of that stuff. But, yeah.
But for you, what's like, between those two, where's our more efficient?
The Kimura. Yeah, the Kimura by far, I like it. There's a couple of things with it. I'll show you. So oftentimes, this is a pretty common guard play that'll happen. Is you don't have to worry about it. Is I'll have like say a guard locked up. If sometimes they'll be down. There's kind of a different zones where you are. If you're all the way up, you're in trouble. If you're all the way down, if you're kind of in this is like kind of like a little Goldilocks. But if you're too far back, you're in trouble. If you're kind of straight up with a little bit of bend, you're probably okay. If you're in the middle, you're at a risk for getting swept. And from here, there's like submissions and stuff. But you're still safe all the way down. So it's a matter of opinion. What'll happen a lot of times is you're trying to do this stuff and they'll get back. And there's this thing called a sit-up sweep. And what you can do is similar to that omoplata, is you come up and you boom off to the side and pick them over. But you've also got this Kimura. It's right here. You know what I mean? So you can jump all the way up and grab that. And usually where it is they're on your hips like this, and they're sitting straight up like that. But then they start going a little too far back, and you can still bend at your hips there. So you come up, and I'm going to drive off this leg and along this elbow, and I'm going to come up over, and then I want to boom blast with my hips. But that'll fail. They'll push back in. And when you push back in, that's when I can come back for this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if something happens or whatever, they're trying to scramble up or whatever, then you can come out. If they get this arm around, then you can come over and get your coil off. You know what I mean? Or your hold. I mean, that's a pretty common one. Is a sit-up sweep. Fail, they drive back in. You grab that Kimura. You fail. You come around for the omoplata. There's so many chains out there, but that's a pretty common one for guard like that. But they're all, if you notice, like if I'm in your guard, see, right here, I'm pushed back, I'm way too far back. I'm okay if I'm here. I want my elbows in. This also prevents me when I'm up here if I have my elbows in, trying to Kimura me now. You know what I mean? The Kimura is not there. And you know, a lot of times I'll be kind of sitting back here doing this, you know, reaching back, it'd be a great time to grab one, you know, but just it's, you know, personally when the hands are on the hips and you can still bend, you know, smart, or if they're doing it correctly, they have one up here, that's what I was doing, one here and one here. So when you try to sit up, you know, and I'm kind of bent a little bit, but if I'm like kind of sitting back here like this, you know, kind of pushing back, now you can come in. It's gonna, you know what I mean? Because I just don't, or you might wrist lock me kind of thing, you know. But that's usually what will happen is I'm doing stuff over here, I'm changing my angle, and that's when you do a sit-up sweep. You know, you sit up, I'm way too far back, boom, you can blast me over. You know, and then you've got that from all day, and you got Wade, you got what you're doing for there, the Americana. I try to fight that, straight arm bar, I try to fight that. You know, you've got a Kimura from there.
Can you teach me guard?
Yes, absolutely. Those are real common ones. Yeah, and you can do this with side control, far side arm, and I find them less effective from mount. I usually will go to side control to fight that far side arm because I'll show you why. I'll show you why. So from side control, I'm over here. I've got this underhook right there. This is our classic side control, right? Knee here, cross facing over here, arm under, right? I'm looking at isolating this far side arm. To do that, I'm going to bring this arm over and bring it back to your head, right? So now I've got both these arms over here where I can try to work on isolating this arm. There's a lot of different ways to do this, right? So you can come in, push it down, however, but you want to isolate this arm, you're going to be trying to keep it close to your body. I want to keep it away from your body. You know, and then it's either going to go up, straight out, or down. Depending on what it does, depends on what my arms do. So if you look, I'm going to take this away so you can see. Look over here. So if this bends up this way, I'm going to control this like this. I would bring my elbow up to your face. It'd feel like this. But let's pretend that I had it up there. I'm going to take my hand, my fingers up like this, because it's going to be smashed to the mat. And I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to come under it, okay? And pretend like my elbow is up against your head. I'm going to turn my arm over, I'm going to grab my own wrist, okay? Can you look over here real quick? Okay. I'm not going to go for it right here. I'm not going to go straight up. I'm going to bring this down to your hip first, and bring all this in, taking away all that space, and then I'm going to bring that up. So that's the Americana, or the key lock there. Oftentimes, they're fighting this, they'll straighten it out. Straighten it out straight. I'll have to change this grip. I'll have to come over under the, like straighten it out this way. I'll put this under here to grab my arm, and I'll get it and do that. Right, but it has to be right there. This is a very low percentage on experienced people. Straight arm bars from here are hard to get. Because what will happen is I'll come out here like this to get it, and then you'll sweep me or you'll escape. All right. So I would suggest for most people starting off before doing that, because I want to keep my sternum to your sternum. I don't want to take that offline and get up here. I want to keep that here. I use this as a bait all the time. I'll reach real far right here so they'll chase it. And when they chase it, that's my escape. So anyway, if we're going from here and I'm trying to do this Americana, they blast out of it, I've got to switch this over anyway. So what I'd prefer to do is try to get this sucker turned down, because I've got the Kimura grip already. So I'm going to try to bring this in and I'm going to push this up and connect it, okay? I'm still not going to do it yet. I'm still what we did for the Americana. I'm going to bring this up high, and I'm going to bring this to your armpit, right? And then I'm going to start browsing everything in, and if I have to, I'm going to come a little bit higher, and I'm going to turn, and I'm just going to do like that. And that's what we're doing that's your Kimura, like we're doing from the sit-up. So that's what you have, is depending on what, if I'm laying here, arms going to be this way, or that.
You won't let me hold it the same.
I know, dude, he fucking moves a lot. He does move a lot. And there's a lot of
That's why I'm like,
I'll do something like this. Do that. Okay? Now, to your wrist. That's what you want. Yeah. And you have thumb, yeah, you got thumb. Okay, keep this one tight up here. All right, now take my elbow and take it to my belt. Take it down, boom, okay. See right there. Now, oftentimes this will attack. It will turn. Now, as far as you can go, now you can pull off your elbow and this elbow. But if you do it from up here, watch. Do it from up here. Now do it. Look at all this space. Now, here you got play. There's all this play. But once you bring it down, there's no play. It's weird, isn't it? It works. So the other thing will happen, like you come back here and you're trying to go for this, you know, I feel like coming in and I do this. I wouldn't chase this arm bar, but I'd go ahead and switch. So, yeah, you're switching up. I would go ahead and try to see if we can get this to turn. Once my palm's down, you can manipulate it. So pull that in, go to your wrist. Now start bringing it up. Yeah, bring it up and try to pull all this. Yeah, now pull it up. Now climb higher on my chest.
Jeremy, no doubt, one day it'll be like 4 times window.
See, so you don't want to start doing it from here. You want to bring that up. Bring that in there. The thing is, what happens a lot of times with people is we try to get this low, and they'll be too low, and they'll just pick it up, and the person will sit up with it. You gotta kind of go. If you like, I'll show you real quick. So I've got this over. This is a bad keyboard. What I'm about to do. So I come in here. I've got this locked up, and I start doing this. See, you can just sit up with it. I didn't bring it up high. I didn't set it up. So I want to take this one and bring it up high. I want to bring it here first. I want to migrate up this way, and then that's where I want to go. You see what I mean?
Yeah, it's already.
It's terrible. It's terrible. And one of the things you can do too is when we got that, we can kind of do like this. So if I've got if I've got this kind of locked up like this, I can go roll it. It makes it a lot tighter. Yes. I would be real careful to use C-grips only when catching something. When you're catching it, then get rid of that thumb. Get rid of it. If you can, you know what I mean? It's a point of failure. Like if I'm grabbing, like grab my hand right here, I can pull out of that. You know what I mean? That's a point of failure. If you've got this kind of stuff, and you can move it around. That's just the way you can hold on to stuff better. It's a strange phenomenon, but you can. You know what I mean? And when you're pushing instead of using the C-grip, instead of having your arm straight, you're pushing straight with the bone straight through here. You see what I mean? A weightlifter when they're pushing for bench pressing, you know, instead of doing like that, so it's straight up and down like this. Does that make sense?
So that was the thing, was you were tied up with him here, but every time you started to move, he would
it's great though when you're catching something like this, like so catching
like
this.
Plus, I mean, now you're holding this.
Yeah, here, brother.
It's a good one.
Hey, Tommy, I'll see you shortly. Tomorrow?
Maybe Thursday. You can't grab with two hands.
You practice that a lot.
I did this, they'd say you gotta let one go. I just don't know why. I guess it's just too much.
So I like going through these details. That's the jiu-jitsu, man. There's all these little weirdo details and just hitting them here and there and all over the place, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Anytime you want to drill or do this stuff, I love doing this stuff.
So that's what I wanted. That's why I was like, grab his belt under him. That's what it is. Just because, like I said, you would get close, like you would always jump his hips back. So it was like, okay, fine. Now all of a sudden I'm getting closer. I come in, jump your hips back. Oh, you can.
I didn't mean to hurt you so deep.
I figured like you look at
I think we ought to do a skip sometime.
But
it's like, let's just say it's not like a desk, and everyone walk in, you or whoever walks in, it's to go with any of us. Anyway, one of us walks in, they go, hey Stallions, and I go, hey Alex, how you doing? And then you walk off, and you're thinking that you're ready. And then there's another one that comes in, and like you walk in and go,
Just relax. And try to do things like this elbow.
Yeah.
That's
I think that'd be funny.
What could become a problem for you. Just takes time.
Word.
This elbow being open like this, it's fine right now, but in the future, strong arm. So if you can tuck that elbow in, yeah, now you can save her.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
The biggest problem that a lot of people have. And you start trying to escape, and I just.
I remember my first day. I feel like I think as soon as you got up, I did a shoulder crunch.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this open mat. It's the first Monday after a tournament. Everybody's done, so it's not very exciting. So anyway, we'll get this posted up later. So everybody have a good night. See ya.